Hey everyone, welcome back to iCube tutorials. In the first module we saw percentage 1, in which we learnt about concept of percentage, multiplying factor and the concept of successive change of bases. In this module we'll learn about concept of change of base, and in the next module we'll be solving previous year CAT, GMAT or XAT problems. So let's learn the concept of change of base. So first see what is a base. Base is something on which the percentage change is acted upon. Suppose you have two values A and B. If you act the percentage change on A, then your base will be A. When you operate the percentage change on B, then your base will be B. For example, if you increase A by 25%, it becomes B. Now, if you want to reduce B, so your base has changed from A to B. So what type of problems we are trying to attack in this? If you increase A by 25%, by what percentage B should be reduced so that you get back A? Okay, the percentage values will be different because for this the base was A and for this the base will be B. As because the base changes, so your percentage amount will change. So how to solve these type of problems or use this to fasten the calculations in various problems? So this can be done in two types. One in terms of percentage, one in terms of fraction. So both the methods we will see, and where it will be handy to use which process, that also we will look after. So first let us see in terms of percentage. Let us attack this problem. Suppose we take 100, then let's take the value to be 100. Okay, now what we do, we increase this. Let us increase this by 25%. You increase this by 25%. So when you increase 100 by 25%, that means you multiply 1.25 to 100, that we have learnt in the previous video. So this will become 125. Now what should you do, or how much should you reduce from 125 to get back to 100? So how much percent you should reduce? So you see one thing, 200 to 100 you have added 25 to it to get 125. So from 125 you need to subtract 25 to get 100. Now this 25 was 25% because 25 by 100 is 25%. But when you subtract 25 from 125, so what will be, how much percentage is 25 of 125? 25 is how much percentage of 125? 25 divided by 125 is 1 by 5. 1 by 5 you know, 20%. So you have seen this, you need to reduce this by 20% to get back the initial value. So what you did, if you increase 25%, then you need to reduce 20% from this increased value. This is the first value 100. You increase it by 25% to 125, and then you reduce 20% from it to get back the initial value. So ultimately you are adding the same value, but for 25 is 25% for one base and 25 is 20% for another base. So because the base changes, the value of the percentage changes. This is the concept of change of base. So if your base changes, value of the percentage will also change. So we will try to standardize. If these values are not given, suppose 100 and 125 are not given, only A and B are given, then how will be the change? So this is nothing. You did what? You just had to think that if you increase it by 25 to the 100, you did 100 plus 25. This is the value 25 by 125, which came our 20%. So you just have to remember that if you increase, you are increasing means you are increasing the base. So you simply have to add this percentage to the base, assuming it to be 100. So increase means 25 by 100 plus 25. Because you have increased, your base has increased, your percentage has reduced, from which you need to reduce this from 125. So I hope this is clear to you. That means this same thing can be A and B. So if you increase A by 25%, you need to reduce B by 20% to come back to the initial value. How do you get 25 by 100 plus 125? And this is the concept behind that. Similarly, you can reduce. You can reduce also. Then what to do? Suppose you have 100. You are reducing 100. For example, you are reducing by 20%. So if you reduce 20% from 100 means what? You are multiplying 0.8 with 100. This will become your 80. Then how much value will you add? Then how much value will you add to this? So you are subtracting 20 from here because you reduced by 20%, you subtract 20% in this. To increase again from 80 to 100, you need to add 20 to it. Now 20 is what percentage of 80? 20 by 80 is 1 by 4. 20 by 80 is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 means 25%. Okay. This is just the reverse of this. You increased by 25%, you have to reduce by 20%. You reduced by 20%, you need to increase by 25%. In this, what you did? In this, you did what? 20, you should remember, 20 by 100 minus 20. As because you have reduced, your base has reduced, you did 20 by 100 minus 20. This is 20 by 80 is 1 by 4. This equal to, it came out to be 25%. In this C, since you increase the percentage, you increase the base, so 25 by 100, the percentage by which you increase divided by 100 plus 25 is 20%. Since in this you reduced the base, because you have reduced, the denominator base has reduced, so you need to reduce the base. So you 1 by 4 equal to 25%. So if you reduce it by 20%, you need to again increase by 25% to get back to the initial value. Okay, so this brings us to the standardized process. What is the standard process then? This brings us to this standard formula. I hope this is visible to you. So if any value in the initial we were increased A or 100 is increased by R%, then the increased value should be reduced by R into 100 by 100 plus R% to get back the initial value. What we did here, 25 by 100 plus 25 into 100 to get this 20%, because this will come 1 by 5. 1 by 5 into 100. So this gives me 1 by 5 into 100 means 5 into 20 is 120%. So if any value is increased by R%, then the increased value should be reduced by R by 100 plus R into 100% to get back the initial value. 25 by 100 plus 25, 25 by 125 is 1 by 5 into 100 is 20%. Similarly, in the next example we saw the reduction. If any value is reduced by R%, then the reduced value should be increased by R by 100 minus R into 100% to get back the initial value. Why 100 minus R? Because you have reduced, so you have reduced, so your base have reduced. If your base has reduced, so you need to subtract. In this you have increased, so your base has increased, you added in the denominator. In this base is reduced, so you subtracted in the denominator. You can see what we did here. If it reduces by 20%, we subtracted from the denominator. 20 by 100 minus 20 is 1 by 4 into 100. 1 by 4 into 100 is again 25%. So this is the standardized rule, and this should be remembered. First you should deeply understand it by heart, and then you should remember this thing. This is what I have told. Next we'll try to solve some questions using this. If B's salary is 20% more than A's salary, then how much is A's salary less than B's? So this is A, this is B. B's salary is how much more? B's salary is 20% more. So when they say B's salary is 20% more than A's salary, more than A means which is my base? A is my base. Now the question is, then how much is A's salary less than B's? So how much is A's salary less than B? So in the question, now the base is B. So initially this 20% was in A. Now they are asking by how much percentage is A's salary less than B. So the base is now B. So we will use the same concept. We will use the formula 20 by 100 plus 20 into 100. 20 by 120 is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 into 100, and this will simply give us 16.67%. So is this clear? That means A's salary is 16.67% less than B's. If B's salary is 20% more than A, then A's salary is 16.67% less than B. Simple question, but it has come many times in various competitive examinations. Similarly, if the price of mangoes reduced by 20%, then how much percentage of more mangoes you can buy, given that you have this same amount of money? So price of mangoes reduced by 20%. Okay, means if something reduces by 20%, how much percentage more? How much percentage more you should increase by to get back the same value? So the question is same like this. If A is reduced by 20%, okay, so if the price of mangoes reduces by 20%, then how much percentage more mangoes you can buy? So price has reduced by 20%, quantity will increase because the money is same, na? Money which you are having, this equal to price into quantity. If price have reduced by 20%, how much quantity you should increase? So if price reduces by 20%, to get back the same value of initial, you need to do, as because it has reduced, 20 by 100 minus 20, as because it has reduced, so base will reduce. This will be equal to 1 by 4 into 100. This is equal to 25%. So if price of mangoes reduced by 20%, you can buy 25% more mangoes than the initial value. So you can buy 25% more mangoes than the initial value. Okay, so in terms of I see in terms of percentage, it is clear by now that what is the concept of change of base. Same thing we will see now in terms of fraction. In terms of fraction means it is nothing new. You know that percentage is equal to fraction. Percentage is also a fraction. How do you know percentage is equal to fraction? Because you know 25% is 1 by 4, 20% equal to 1 by 5, 12.5% is equal to 1 by 8. These values you must remember. 16.67% equal to 1 by 6. These, so you know percentage is equal to fraction. So nothing new we will be learning, just simply the same thing we will be doing by terms of percentage. So you will be learning the same thing. So if you have 100, you increase it by 25%. 25% of 25% means you increase it by 1 by 4. 1 by 4 of 100 is 25, so it becomes 125. You increase it. So you need to reduce it by how much? See, 1 by 4 means you added 25. Now you need to subtract 25 to get back to 100. So what is 25 by 1 by 25? It is 1 by 5. You need to reduce by 1 by 5. So what you increased by 1 by 4, you just reduced by 1 by 5. Okay, so this is the concept, this is nothing new. So what we did, r by 100 plus r. So in this it was 1 by 4. So in this what you did 1 by 4 plus 1, that is 1 by 5. Similarly we did 100, you reduce it by 20%. You reduce it by 20%. Reduce by 20% means you reduced by it by a fraction of 1 by 5. 1 by 5 of 100 is 20, so it becomes 80. Same 20 you need to add. So how much is 20 by 80? 20 by 80 is 1 by 4. So you are increasing it by 1 by 4 times by the fraction of 1 by 4 of 80. Minus 20 plus 20. Okay. So the concept is again same, as because you reduced means base has reduced, means you need to subtract, means 1 by 5 minus 1 equal to 1 by 4. This is this one. Similarly, this 1 by 5 has been obtained by this. So same thing we are doing now in terms of percentage, and we learn this concept. If any value is increased by a fraction of a by b, in our case it was 1 by 4, then the increased value should be reduced by a fraction of a by a plus b. In our case we did 1 by 4 plus 1. So it is a by a plus b to get back the initial value. Similarly, if any value is reduced by a fraction of a by b, is reduced, in this case we reduced by 1 by 5. Similarly, if any value is reduced by a fraction of a by b, then the reduced value should be increased by a fraction of a by b minus a to get back the initial value. The one we did here, 1 by 5 minus 1. So if you increase by a fraction a by b, increase means base has to increase, denominator has to increase, then increased value should be reduced by a plus b. Similarly, if you reduce it, base has to reduce means b minus a. So a by b minus a. So I hope these concepts are very clear. In terms of percentage, it was, if you increase by r%, it will be r by 100 plus r into 100%. Similarly, if you reduce means base will reduce, r by 100 minus r into 100%. In terms of fraction, it is, if increase means base increase, so remember it will be plus. Reduce means base is reducing, so it will be minus. So now with this as the concept, let us solve few questions where will it be beneficial. Okay. So I hope this question is visible to you. If cup's price is 37.5% more than plate's price, then how much is plate's price less than cup? So you see here, we have cup, so we have plate, we have cup. Now cup's price is 37.5% more, means you have increased. So how much is plates? How much is plates price less than cup? So you know 37.5 means 37.5 by 37.5 plus 100. So it will give around 37.5 by 137.5. Okay. So now 137.5 by 137.5 is a complex value to calculate. So what we will do is that we will assume it to be 30. We know that 1 by 8 is 12.5. So 37.5 is 3 by 8. Okay, 3 by 8. So you increase the value. The value is increased by 3 by 8. So it should be reduced, means how much is plate's price less than cup, means base is cup. So you will do 3 by, as because you have increased, the base will increase. So 3 by 8 plus 3 equal to 3 by 11. You know 1 by 11 is 9.09%. 3 by 11 will be 27.27%. Okay. So rather than doing 37.5 by 137.5, you can do it in terms of fraction. 3 by 8, as because you have increased, the cup's price is more, so you need to reduce, means now when this is the base, the value should be less than by 3 by 8 plus 3, 3 by 11, 27.27%. So I hope this concept is clear here. Next question. Okay. Next question is, due to reduction in price of diesel by 30%. The price of diesel has reduced by 30%. So a driver can buy 15 liter more diesel on the same price. What was the initial quantity of diesel he used to purchase? So what the money has, the driver has, this will be equal to what is the price of a diesel into how many liters of diesel he buys. Okay, so if your diesel decreases by 30%, how much you can increase? So it is same thing is that you have a value, you reduce it by 30%, reduction in price of diesel by 30%, you reduce it by 30%, a driver can buy 15 liter more diesel on the price. 30% means how much fraction you have reduced? You have reduced it by a fraction of 3 by 10. And remember, you have reduced, so we need to increase the base. You have reduced means you have to, you have reduced means base will decrease. So 3 by 10 minus 3 by this will increase, means 3 by 7. So the driver can buy 3 by 7 times more diesel, 3 by 7 times more diesel than what he used to buy earlier. So driver can buy 3 by 7 times more diesel than what he used to buy earlier. Price reduced by 30% means 3 by 10. So quantity will increase by 3 by 7. As price reduced by 3 by 10, quantity increases by 3 by 7. 3 by 7 of initial quantity, let us take the value of initial quantity is equal to, he buys 15 liter more, 15 liter. So what will be the initial quantity? 15 into 7 by 3 is equal to 35 liter. So it's very simple. As because price reduces by 30%, quantity will increase by 3 by 7 to maintain the same thing, because we have to return to the same, because money is same. You reduce price, increase quantity, ultimately the amount of money will be same. So if you reduce price, you need to increase the quantity. So you reduce price by 3 by 10, your quantity increases by 3 by 7, and 3 by 7 of initial quantity, it is told that 15 liter more diesel. So 3 by 7 of initial liter is 15. So initially he purchased 35 liters. Initially he used to purchase 35 liters. Now he will purchase 50 liters because the price of diesel has reduced by 30%. Okay. So we will see the last question in this module. That is this one. What does the last question say? Last question says, since price of apples decreased by 25%, price of apples decreased by 25%, I can purchase 4 apples more for rupees 120. I have 120 rupees. Now what I come to know that the price of apples have decreased by 25%, so I can purchase 4 apples more for rupees 120. What is the original price of apple? That is before reduction. Okay, before reduction, what is the original price? So what you do? Since price decreases by 20%, price decreases by 20% means A, you read 25% means 1 by 4. You reduce A by 1 by 4. Then how much more quantity you can buy? If you reduce by 1 by 4, if you have reduced means base will reduce. You have reduced by 1 by 4 means base will reduce. So base you need to 1 by 4 minus 1 because you have reduced. So here it will be subtraction 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 of the initial quantity of apples you can buy more. So 1/3 you can buy how many more? 1/3 of initial quantity of apples. 1/3 of initial quantity of apples. Because price of apple decreased by 1 by 4, the quantity of apples you can increase by 1 by 3 so that you can spend the same amount of money. So 1/3 of initial apple is how much given? 4 apples. 1/3 of initial apple is 4. So what was my initial number of apples? Initial number of apples was 12. And how much money I had? I have money 120. So 12 number of apples for 120. 12 number of apples for 120. One apple cost 10 rupees. So cost of one apple is 10 rupees. Okay. So price of apples decreased by 1 by 4. So as because the base has decreased, you need to subtract in the base. So the quantity will increase by 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 of initial number of apples, he can purchase 4 more apples, means 4. So initial number of apples was 12. So and in 12 apples he used to purchase for 120. So in one apple he will purchase for 10 rupees. So I hope this is the concept and it is clear to you. So this is what we started with, and I hope we have been able to clear this concept. If it is not clear, you can go back to the you can go and revisit the video. Okay, and for percentage 1, if you have not studied percentage 1, then the link is in the description. You can see the link and visit for percentage 1. In the next module, we will be solving previous year CAT, GMAT and XAT questions. So till then, goodbye and take care.